Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Kneon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And we're going to talk about YouTube and Hollywood and this increasingly chummy relationship that they've got going on here.
Yeah, the only you they want in YouTube are the Hollywood elitists, which is why people started YouTube and wanting to get away from that in the first place.
Yeah, YouTube is becoming more and more a plaything for Hollywood. We've been talking about it. We've seen more celebrities come over and start their own YouTube channels, of course, like Brie Larson, some other ones who have done better than Brie Larson, but it's being promoted now. YouTube is actually actively going out and trying to get Hollywood celebrities to start shows on YouTube, and this is concerning as a YouTube content creator because what's going to happen is, and you know what's going to happen, we see it happen with news outlets, is YouTube is going to start promoting these Hollywood celebrities above independent creators.
Right, but the reason people are on YouTube is because they don't want to see the Hollywood celebrities. They wanted something different. That was the whole point. The reason YouTube is as big as it was and is because people wanted to see other people, regular people, doing things. They don't give a shit about the celebrities. That's why Hollywood's dying.
Yeah, it's crazy because they're losing eyeballs to YouTube at a shocking rate. I mean, this is why our kids don't even really watch or haven't watched network TV. I don't think they've ever. I think our kids grew up in a time where they began watching YouTube back when Annoying Orange was a thing, and they would watch it the mornings before they went to school, before they got on the bus. And they pretty much grew up watching YouTube, and a lot of kids have grown up watching YouTube, and it's made celebrities of everyday people, and that seems like that period of time is going to end soon.
It's a whole other gatekeeping issue. It's like Hollywood wants to gatekeep and wants you to watch who they deem as okay to watch, who they think you should be giving them, who's going to get, they're going to get a cut of the money. It's basically about money and about eyeballs. And they don't like the fact that they don't have control over every stupid outlet ever. So now they're going to come in and try to control this one too.
Yeah, so we're going to talk about this development. I mean, everybody kind of saw it coming. I mean, we've seen the channels that are promoted the most lately seem to be a lot of the late night talk shows and the mainstream media, news outlets and clip compilations and Saturday Night Live and all of that. And it's going to get worse. It's going to get harder for you to have a voice on YouTube. So before we get into it, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. We're over 185,000 subscribers. Not as many as Brie Larson. I think she's past us already.
I will tell you again, here we go again, where it was like we're taking longer and longer and longer to get, to go up in subscribers. Like it was not like this a month ago.
Yeah, something definitely changed. We did a video talking about how YouTube flat out said that they were going to sort of push down unreliable news sources or sources they seem to deem to be unreliable. Basically anything outside of CNN, MSNBC,
which
ABC.
We know how honest and upfront those people are. Project Veritas has proven repeatedly.
And We've seen it's weird because our views are staying the same or actually improving, but we're not seeing the subscriber count go up as much as we used to. Now, I don't know if it's being audited in real time or what, but we were averaging 5,000-6,000 subs a month, and now we're kind of crawling. So check and make sure you're still subscribed. Something is definitely up there. Definitely has been an algorithm change of some sort, and I have to wonder if YouTube isn't sort of just letting independent creators like ourselves sort of reach their existing audience, but they're not going to promote us to new people.
Well, joke's on them. We're in Google News as an actual news site, so that's hilarious. That we're only promoting the real news sites, and I'm like, well, actually, Google News, who owns YouTube, says we're a real news site on both of our blogs. So whatever. So
this has to be, I believe, factoring into it somewhat. We see it with the news outlets. I think they were complaining that independent journalists were getting more eyeballs than they were getting. So they had to put the smack down. And now we have a wave of celebrities coming in. But beyond just all these celebrities starting their own YouTube channels during the pandemic. And we saw a lot of them.
Oh, please pay attention to us. We need that attention. Pay attention to me. Pay attention to me.
Yeah,
that's what what the whole thing is. It's like everything's shut down now. I don't have people constantly kissing my ass and telling me how great I am. I know I'll go to YouTube.
Ellen DeGeneres complaining about being in quarantine in her mansion. It's like try being in quarantine in like a 1-bedroom apartment, for months and months and months and losing your job on top of it. So now we have YouTube actually paying Hollywood to produce shows. Leonardo.
Oh, yes, with agendas attached.
Yeah. Now, this happened somewhat a couple of years ago. That they were talking about, YouTube being a side hustle for celebrities. And I think it's one of those things where like, yeah, we got to get in there too. And I think what happened was initially it kind of blew up because you had celebrities come in and they're like, wait, this person isn't as big as we thought they were because they came in and they're not getting the traffic that like PewDiePie is getting.
Yeah, I think more people know who PewDiePie is than most of these celebrities.
Yeah. And so they're paying celebrities to come in now. And this is sort of the reverse of what they did before. They did this YouTube Red thing, which didn't work out terribly well for them for a number of reasons, where they were going to take YouTube stars and give them shows like Rhett and Link and PewDiePie, of course. They were going to give them shows and they were going to try to push them into Hollywood. And it didn't work out very well. So now they're gonna bring Hollywood to YouTube.
I don't think it's gonna work out the way I think it's gonna work out because people are just gonna leave because that's why they're at YouTube because they don't want to watch. If they wanted to watch these celebrities, they'd go watch their shows or movies on network TV or at the theater. That's where they want to see them. They don't want to watch them on YouTube like this. You know what I mean? Not the vast majority of people. There's the reason it's called YouTube.
And it's so weird because you saw celebrities like John Krasinski slum it on YouTube with, and again, this is during the pandemic. So it's like, well, everybody's stuck at home, celebrity or not. And then he turned around and he sold the show.
I don't think that was his original intention.
No, but it makes people very cynical when they say, hey, Hollywood's coming for YouTube. But they are. I mean, now YouTube is basically paying Hollywood to come in and make shows. So they're trying to compete with Netflix. And then they've been, pleading poverty. We did some videos before talking about how YouTube doesn't make as much money as people seem to think, or at least their accountants say that. It could be creative accounting or something. But it could be that they're looking at Netflix and they're like, yeah, we gotta be like Netflix. We gotta make
there's already too many streaming services. That's what made YouTube different.
So here we go. YouTube. This is coming from Deadline. YouTube is launching a slate of originals designed to promote climate change and sustainability with projects including a Leonardo DiCaprio produced wildlife adventure series. Now, YouTube getting into activism, that's nothing new either. I know about 2 years ago, they were giving away money to diverse creators, as I understand it, to help grow their channels. That kind of came and went and nothing really happened. But it seems like, YouTube has the audience it has, but it doesn't have the audience it wants. Does that make sense?
Yeah, they want the Hollywood audience, which makes them another streaming service.
Yeah.
Now, the Stay Wild, I think our kids, that was something that's been around for a while, I think. Because I know our kids have been watching the one guy they have the picture of. The guy, it's not the same guy who gets himself bitten on purpose.
They did in the other, they had a different thumbnail on this before. The guy, was it Cody, what's his name?
Yeah, they had him on here first and they changed it.
Yeah, he lets himself get bitten by...
Our kids watch that shit all the time. They've been watching that for years. I mean, they're like, well, what are you going to get bit by this week,
Yeah, when's he going to die?
And then, we don't want that to happen.
No, I don't want it to happen,
Here comes Leonardo DiCaprio with this wildlife adventure, and then a seat at the table, and Joseph Gordon-Levitt's Create Together. There already are bunches of channels on YouTube with everyday people who are doing the exact same shit and have been doing it better for years, but because it's celebrities.
Yeah, and they're paying these celebrities to come in now and produce, I
thought they were out of money. Why don't you just let the people keep making the content that's working?
Yeah.
Instead of paying these people a shit ton of money to what? Validate you? They're afraid of you. That's why they want you to give them shows. Because they're afraid of you. You have the power, YouTube.
So, that's the thing. YouTube doesn't have any power without the U's.
But they're going to push all the U's out. And then they're going to be like, shit, we're not on Netflix. We're not doing it very well. Yeah,
so they're going to launch these shows on Earth Day. Of course they are on Earth Day. Why ain't Greta Thunberg get her own show?
Oh.
It could be, oh my God, it could be like a prank show. Like, it's a prank, like do something really awful, and then she just like jumps out from behind the bushes. It's like, how dare you?
I'm just looking at these things that are coming up. Create Together, BookTube, and Kid Correspondent. They already have shows like this on YouTube by kids and people that have earned it, and now they're going to take their shtick away for these Hollywood things.
Yeah,
I'm pissed.
That's exactly what's going to happen.
These people have earned it. They made an audience for this, and here comes Hollywood. Oh, I see you've done all the work for me. Thanks, fam. I'm going to take it now.
This is what happens in every industry. Every time there are trailblazers, we're seeing it right now in comics, both on The webcomic front.
It's been going on in webcomics.
Yeah, webcomics, they blazed a trail, and then here comes Webtoon.
I remember, not just that, even before that. I remember when what's his nuts? Mark Waid showed up. And they were like, "Oh my God, Mark Waid's coming. We're legitimized.
Yeah.
We're validated." And I'm like, "No, he's not. He's coming in because they want it. They now it's starting to get their attention that it's getting somewhere and making money, and they want to come in and get a piece of that. They want to, and then you know what? Pretty quickly it turned to everything was all the talk was about these people that were coming in, all the new people that were actually Marvel and DC people. All the publicity that webcomics were getting kind of was going to those people. So exactly like I said was going to happen. I remember saying people like, "You're just being negative. You should just be happy that they're coming in." And I'm like, yeah, that's great. They're legitimizing you, but they're not just doing it out of the goodness of their heart. Just hold on. And that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, they're looking for bluer waters, bluer ocean. Because it's getting kind of crowded over there. And this is happening with crowdfunding in comics now too, where for years, everybody demonized people who crowdfunded comics. They were like, "You're just a beggar. You're an e-beggar. How dare you?" And now all of a sudden they're like, "Yeah, the future of comics is crowdfunding."
I'm sorry. I was reading this one. Shut it off. ASAP follows YouTube creators. ASAP science. 2 city boys leaving their comfort zone and heading to the country. So now they're just trying to get people that were already established YouTubers, but then put them under celebrity people.
Yeah.
And then they're going to try it's a simple life. It's a simple life.
Simple
it's what
life.
It is.
And I bought a farm, but it's not pig people or pig royalty.
Right. But I'm just saying, basically they're just trying to make these shows again, but using YouTube.
They'll be joined by farm tubers, experts, and other YouTube creators who, well, at least this one's got actual YouTubers.
Yeah, this one I'll give it a little bit of it because they've got some actual people. Kid correspondent for 3 sustainability themed episodes.
Yeah. So this is the thing though. This is where they're going to go with it. And again, it's not even so much about the climate control content. I mean, it's an Earth Day marketing thing.
People are going to believe it. People aren't going to believe it. That's up to you. I mean, it's going to be a countdown summit on October 12th to the 15th and a TED Talk. I don't know. They're tying it into all this shit. I'm just tired of it. People are watching it because they just want to see things like makeup tutorials and funny cat videos.
Yeah.
And, fights between different people or like, here's my daily life or morning routine. Kids aren't giving a shit about this stuff.
Well, this is the thing, though. This is kind of the back door. Again, they're using climate change to be like, "Hey, guys, it's a really good thing we're doing climate change, content. Earth Day. It's like 1992 all over again. We're doing this content." But then what they're doing is they're sneaking in celebrities, and there is an effort to sneak them in because look, just 2 days before this information dropped about these celebrity produced shows, here's an article on freaking Matchmaker.
That was yesterday, actually.
Yeah. Oh, yesterday.
Yeah. And we've been telling you guys this, and it's a load of crap.
Zac Efron.
Basically, what's going on is you and YouTube. All these people have spent years of building this platform. And it's everyday people building it up, till it gets to a place where it can't be ignored anymore. And now Hollywood wants to come in and take it over.
Yeah, Zac Efron's got his own travel channel. I didn't know that. Does Pinky Boo know that?
I don't know.
Zac Efron's got his own travel channel, so he's doing stuff. It's a chance to showcase a different side of you, Brie Larson. You want people to like you.
I'm just tired of it. It's like, you know what? If people wanted, they get to see these people all the time. So you're not allowed to see anybody else but these people because Hollywood says so. Yeah. And it just pisses me off because people spent all this time building it up, and here that comes Hollywood to take it over.
Well, it's just kind of like Rhett and Link too. Rhett and Link has become sort of the a mainstream talk show, I guess, where they just gross each other out. But they've been getting a lot of celebrities on their show, and they basically started out of a bedroom, in North Carolina, and then they moved out to LA, and now it's just another spoke in the Hollywood wheel. And of course, this is going to happen. It's too successful. Too many. YouTube is the most successful video platform on the planet. And, when you
Hollywood can't stand it.
They can't stand it. It's like they're looking for eyeballs. They're not getting them on all the streaming services. So now they're going to go over to YouTube. Now
they're just pissed people. More people know PewDiePie than them.
Yeah. Yeah. And they always mock him every chance they get. I remember he was on Conan. They were mocking him on Conan because Conan was like, basically, he's not as quick on his feet when it's not pre-recorded YouTube content. And then they were mocking his name during an awards show. They're like, I don't even know who this guy is. At that point he had 50 million subs.
Mm-hmm. People knew who he was, and then they probably knew who you were.
Yeah.
Boo the flip who.
Now, here's all the celebrities you got to follow. The Rock's got his own channel. Will Smith has his own channel. Now, it's scary, though. This is The Rock and Will Smith. And they've only got like 4.9 million subs, 3.6 million subs. Russell Brand, 1.3 million. Zendaya's only got 2.4 million. You've got individual YouTubers out there with many, many, many times that. Maisie Williams, she's only got 415,000.
This is stupid.
This is contact us at influencermatchmaker.co. So I gotta wonder if there isn't some PR firm behind the scenes like, let's promote all these celebrity YouTube channels now, and then right before the big announcement that this is really about the Earth, but it's really about shoehorning more Hollywood.
It's not about the Earth. They're just using it to make that pill easier to swallow, or the enema easier to slide up your rear. You just take your pick.
They're greasing up the audience for the Hollywood invasion, and we're seeing it.
Red pill. It's just you're getting it one way or the other. Here we go again. You're not allowed. You're not allowed to have anything because Hollywood's mad because they don't get a cut of it, and it doesn't get to be about them. You're not allowed to think about anybody else but them because they said so.
Yeah, so expect to see more of this, guys. I think it's really going to happen. Again, we're seeing independent voices sort of get downgraded in the algorithm.
Again.
I mean, if you put up a video and The Rock puts up a video about the same thing, guess who's probably going to get promoted? It's probably going to be The Rock. I'm just saying. I'm just laying it out for you. It's harder to get into YouTube now than it was even 2 or 3 years ago.
And now they're making it even harder.
But
they'll roll the red carpet out, and then they'll suddenly come in, and it'll be made easier for them. You know it will be. Everybody else did all the work, did all the hard work, built it up, and now here they come to just sit on the throne.
Yeah, pretty much just like every other
shit on everyone.
All right, guys, so we're gonna wrap this one up.
Yep.
Okay, so please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, and we will talk to you later.
Bye.